anything that we should be talking about with Simone Biles is how unproblematic she is, how she's young, in love, successful, and married, and she's about to have a strong black family. Like, that's what we should be talking about, not her freaking edges.
I just want this thing to last.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. As usual, do not forget to subscribe and turn on your post notifications. So today I wanted to come on here and talk about a topic that is really personal to me, and I feel like to every black woman, because I feel like every single black girl has had some type of identity crisis tied to our hair. Now, if you are a black girl who hasn't, or if you know a black girl who hasn't had identity issues with her hair, she is part of the 1 to 10%, like a very small percentage. We have always like gone through some type of like identity crisis with our hair, because of the simple fact of the matter that, in my opinion, I think the entire blame falls on, obviously you could say European standards and things like that, like the silky straight hair, but in my opinion it's really just perms. I feel like perms, like black women as a whole, deserve reparations for perms. Like, for them ever selling it to us, convincing us that we needed perms, like, it's just absolutely horrific. I remember for me, even when I was little, like, my hair, me and my sister's hair, all of my sisters, we had such nice, beautiful, thick hair. Like, and every time, like, because we lived in the South, every time we would straighten our hair, it would just get poofy. So, you know, we were little, like, we were really young at the time. And I come from a conscious family, too. Like, remember this. Like, you know, it was just, like, perms were seen as something that could, like, tame your hair, make your presses last longer. But in reality, the chemicals, number one, like, they cause cancers, really toxic chemicals. They do this in a lot of black women's hair care products in general. So it's not even just perms, but perms are like the worst type of chemicals, and they just ruin your curl pattern, they ruin your hair. Since the time that I was young up until, I'll say now, like now that I'm doing my own hair and I'm, you know, going natural right now, my hair is like, you know, in mini twists and like a little claw clip that you can't see because you're in front of me. But yeah, my hair was destroyed. Like, it completely ruined it. All of my thick, beautiful hair was gone. And then, of course, when you have like no hair, you substitute your, you know, lack of hair with other hair. So you wear braids, you wear weaves, you know, you're always manipulating your hair, always hiding it instead of getting it thick and healthy. Like, that's why I love the natural hair community, because oh my gosh, we need the natural hair community. Like, we need black women showing how to do different styles on our natural hair, how to get your hair healthy, how to care and love your hair that grows out of your head. So that just brings me to my point in this video. Simone Biles, who is obviously a black woman, she is no stranger to being ridiculed about her hair. Her and Gabby Douglas, they're both athletes. They're so amazingly talented at their jobs, but they were always being talked about in the media for their hair. Now, not by white people, by other black women. And it's, from the start, it's been something so horrific, because it's like, black women will be the first to talk about how black men are colorist, black men talk down on black women and, you know, hurt black women and stuff like that. But it's like, black women also can be colorist, also can talk down to black women for things that they naturally have. So Simone Biles is no stranger to being talked about her hair. I mean, every single time I see something about Simone Biles, I see people, like black women, talking about her hair. So she recently was engaged, and I don't really necessarily remember anything too much about her engagement photos, but she got engaged, and, you know, she's just really happy. Like, I love black love, so it was just so, you know, amazing to see, because she's young, she's successful, you know, and she's definitely not like a city girl, which we see a lot of like famous black celebrity women. But she's also not like a rapper or like a Instagram model or anything like that. She's a gymnast. Other black women who aren't like into that lifestyle, like, we're getting married, we're, you know, we're homey, we're not out here having like a city girl summer. So I thought that was really nice. It has nothing to do with this video, but I really thought that was really nice, and I wanted to point that out. But obviously, you know, I've never really seen her, you know, in the media doing anything, trying to be noticed. She just lives her life. So when I found out she was engaged and she was getting married, I was like, oh, this is like pretty on brand. Like it's nice to see. And so anyway, she got married. I think she got married at the courthouse based on the pictures, which is also really nice because she has like a lot of money. She could just obviously, and I think her husband as well, they both could obviously like ball out on an expensive wedding. So to me, it just shows like how different she is. The fact that she's just 1, married, 2, never in the media, 3, like getting married at a courthouse instead of some big grand wedding. But yeah, so she gets married, she releases her pictures and stuff like that. I literally saw it, I kid you not, loved it, and I liked it. I was like, this is so amazing, this is so cute, and I went about my business. I'm like looking at comments and they're talking about her hair. Why are we talking about her hair? Because her edges weren't laid. And obviously, you know, I've been here, and I think every black woman has been here. If you have a weave, if you have like some hair in your head that is not yours, the hair in your head versus your actual hair is always, you know, combating, because your hair is not straight, it's not wavy. So as soon as our hair sweats out, it's going to turn and revert back to its natural texture. The hair that you put in isn't. This is a very simple case of her natural edges, her natural hair started reverting. She was like, it's very hot in Houston, because she had to come out and respond to backlash about her hair, which in itself is totally unacceptable. Like the fact that she's like, every single time Gabby Douglas and Simone Biles are doing something positive, which, you know, a lot of black women should be looking at this, because the marriage rates in our communities is below 30%. Like it's almost non-existent. And a lot of black women are single mothers. Anything that we should be talking about with Simone Biles is how unproblematic she is, how she's young, in love, successful, and married, and she's about to have a strong black family. Like that's what we should be talking about, not her freaking edges. If she's coming out to say anything, it should be encouraging this on other black women and talking about her journey to do that. But no, of course not. She's talking about why her edges weren't laid. And she's like, you know what? It's hot in Houston. Like, you know what I mean? And it's just like, yeah, we know, girl. I mean, obviously I wish that she would just wear her natural hair, because every single time I've seen them, her and Simone Biles, typically speaking, well, no, they wear their natural hair during their gym competitions, but it's clear that they don't have like a grand education on hair. I didn't have a grand education. That's why I went on YouTube, and there's so many black women telling you about your hair. But regardless of the fact, black women should be comfortable wearing their hair that naturally grows out of their head, whatever way they want it to be. So if your hair grows out of your head and it's like your edges get kinky, you know, even if you lay them, like, you know what I mean? It shouldn't even matter. Because in reality, if edge control just stopped being sold, if edge control was banned tomorrow, none of our edges would be laid with edge control. And it doesn't matter what texture of hair you have, kinky, coily, wavy, you know, just super tight curls or loose curls, you wouldn't have laid edges. It just wouldn't happen, because our hair naturally forms curls in the front of our head, and that's okay. It's totally okay. The problem with black women is that we really need to release ourselves from the shackles of feeling like our hair has to look a certain way, instead of just being okay with however our hair grows out of our head. Like, I am so sick and tired of just like the standard that black women put on hair. We are, in one hand, we're very creative. We can do so many different things with our hair in a way that no one else can, from box braids to twists to braid outs to straight to blow dry to like everything, like unique different hairstyles, cornrows, just everything that we do is very unique to us, and I love that, and I'm here for that. That's the one aspect of it that's so amazing, but we put too much importance on our hair. So I love the black women who are like, you know what, I'm washing my hair, conditioning it, and I'm wearing it out. I'm not styling it. Because it's like, why should we? We should not feel like we are less than. Like, our accomplishments don't matter. You know, what we're doing doesn't matter. But what matters is how our hair looks. Because nobody else has that experience. Nobody else. Like, I've seen other races come out wearing their hair in bobs and this and that. They cut it all off. Some of them don't even have hair. You know what I mean? But when they wear their natural hair, it's no problem. But for us, when we wear our natural hair, it's like, oh, well, it doesn't look done. It doesn't look tamed. And that's unacceptable. We really need to get out of that mentality. Worrying about her hair instead of worrying about the fact that like she's doing something positive is beyond me. Like, that just tells you the mindset. If I was someone, I wouldn't have said a thing. Like I'm literally married. My husband loves my hair. He's gonna love the head of hair that's on my children. How many of y'all can say that? That's what you should be focusing on, right? We should be focusing on strong Black families. I think that that's all that needs to be talked about when it comes to Simone Biles. So on that note, I'm going to end the video on that. She is young, successful, and even if she wasn't successful, the fact that she's young and she decided to marry this man, and they're married, and they're about to have a strong Black loving family, chef's kiss. This is representation that we need. She's a celebrity, you know what I mean? It's just so nice to see, and I just wish successful Black love on all of us. And maybe we should worry more about producing successful Black families and being successful and, you know, being happy, rather than being worried about our edges or anybody else's edges. And we should uplift other Black women, because we get mad at, if a Black man would have said that, it would have been World War III. And it's not okay for a Black man or a Black woman to say that, because we should love everything about ourselves and everything that happens naturally. I just can't even believe it. But you know what? Whatever. It is what it is. I'm embracing my natural hair journey. Like I said, my hair is a mini twist right now. I wear it curly. It goes right back a mini twist. And I walk outside the house just like this. Because I used to feel like I had to have box braids. I have to have straight hair. I had to look like this. I'm like, no, this is my hair. This is how I'm going to wear it. Any person who doesn't like that, they're not for you. And we really need self-love in our community. We really do. We need so much self-love, like you can tell. So I'm proud of Simone Biles, and you know, just I hope our community gets it together and loves ourselves. But as usual, of course, let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for a new video, and I'll see you guys in a few days. Bye guys.